who's ready for election season? Not all at once now. Now I know it's supposed to be an off year for the big races, but the campaigns are already getting going and my blood pressure is already rising. So yesterday we aired our exclusive interview with former New York Times columnist Nick Kristof as he announced his run for governor of Oregon. His announcement got a lot of attention across media outlets in Oregon and nationally, and we got a comment from viewers Bill and Pat that I think probably went through in some form a lot of people's minds. They wrote, "Please give equal time to interviewing all the candidates running for governor as you did the man from Yamhill." I like how you described him. That was good. Bill and Pat, we appreciate it. And please know our newsroom has had several discussions, as we always do in instances like this, about how to cover this race and the many candidates who want to be Oregon's next governor. In fact, right now, literally dozens are running. By our count, there are at least 24 people who have officially declared that they're running. And by the way, it's tough to get all those photos on that screen, so shout out to our editing team. That field is, of course, going to be whittled down throughout the campaign and as we go through the primary election. But rest assured, we are paying attention to the candidates. So tonight, we want to talk about the Republican side, those vying to be Oregon's first GOP governor in nearly 40 years. 5 of them debated big issues at a forum in Bend this week. So we had our sister station there, KTVZ, send us their video of that event to show it to you here tonight.
For nearly 4 decades, Oregon's been led by a Democratic governor, but Republican candidates want to change that in 2022. Among the hopefuls, Bend's Brandon Merritt, one of 5 GOP candidates who met at the local Elks Lodge Wednesday.
Ultimately, I think it boils down to authenticity.
The 4 others include small business owner Amber Richardson, Baker City Mayor Carrie McQuiston, Alsea School Superintendent Mark Thielman, and conservative consultant Bridget Barton. Questions focused on topics like education, reproductive rights, taxes, and critical race theory, which we'll note is not taught in public K-12 schools in Oregon or Washington.
By executive order, I would ban critical race theory in schools immediately.
When CRT was brought to me by my staff many years ago, they said, "We got to do this," and I said, "Well, we could, but no."
Again, CRT is not taught in public schools. When it came to reproductive rights, all the candidates said they're pro-life.
If I go and have an abortion, I am not the one who dies. My baby would die. Your tax dollars should not be funding this.
Others, like Amber Richardson, say Oregon's high taxes are hurting the middle class.
I am a small business owner and I have been hurt very badly with a lot of these taxes and regulations. I also have to listen to a board, and with my board, they change it every 2 years. They give me another regulation or another fee.
And amid the ongoing pandemic, Merritt said he's done with mask and vaccine mandates.
The reality is we are coming out of this pandemic. And there's no science behind the fact that we're putting masks on children in the most vulnerable years of their lives.
Now, since we are talking about the Republican side of this race, I asked political science professor Jim Moore and our KGW political analyst about some of the factors that could influence people, voters basically, when choosing which candidate or even which party to vote for. And a big wild card, he said, is our former president.
The big thing this year that's different, and we don't know if it will go into 2022, is Donald Trump. Trump is going to be a major factor somehow, but we don't know how that is. So, for instance, you can see Donald Trump endorsing a lot of people in the general election a year from now, and that could either drive turnout for Republicans or it could drive turnout for Democrats against Republican candidates.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. By the way, the primary election is on May 17th. That's a little more than 6 months away. The top candidates from each party will then advance to the general on November 8th, 2022.